First thing the girl did after being reborn was agree to the scheming girl keeping a snake in their dorm, because only by doing so could she protect her life. In her previous life, the scheming girl knew the girl was afraid of snakes, but she deliberately brought a wild snake back. The girl was worried that the snake might carry bacteria, and kindly advised her to send the snake away. But the scheming girl mocked the girl for meddling, and insisted on keeping the snake in the dorm. Feeling helpless, the girl reported it to the teacher, and under pressure from the teacher, the scheming girl reluctantly sent the snake away. The girl thought the snake had been sent to a rescue station, but to her surprise, the scheming girl released the snake in the school's flower bed, and every day brought food to feed it. She even vented to the snake, blaming the girl for their separation. But the snake turned out to be quite intelligent. From that day on, various dead animals appeared on the girl's bed. The girl tried to report it to the police, but nothing came of it. 4 years later, her whole family was bitten to death by snakes, and she was also killed by one. But the next second, she was reborn. On the day the scheming girl brought the snake back to the dorm. At that moment, just like in her past life, the scheming girl, knowing the girl was afraid of snakes, pretended to ask for the girl's opinion. The girl smiled faintly in response, calmly stating that she had no objections to keeping the snake, and even used her part-time job as an excuse to quickly leave the room. The girl's unusual attitude left the scheming girl puzzled. Just then, two roommates suddenly became anxious. They secretly approached the girl, asking her to help solve the issue. When the girl questioned them, the roommates explained their plight. It turned out the scheming girl was the head of the department responsible for credits, and anyone who offended her would lose credits, which could result in losing scholarships, or even having to repeat a year. So, they, as ordinary students, couldn't afford to offend her. The girl found this quite ridiculous, and asked her roommates why they didn't report to the teacher themselves. Just as the roommates were about to respond, the scheming girl suddenly came back. The two roommates quickly obediently went to bed. After the lights went out, the girl suddenly heard a rustling sound. Her roommate pulled back the curtain, and saw the snake bumping into the box. She asked the scheming girl if she had fed it that night, but the scheming girl, upon hearing this, irritably threw her power bank at it. With a muffled scream, the snake fell silent. Days passed, and the scheming girl never fed the snake, and the already injured snake was close to dying. However, the girl quietly observed everything. She knew the snake was smart, and so, to avoid the tragedy of her past life repeating itself, she secretly treated the snake's wound, and fed it. Unexpectedly, the scheming girl returned just in time, and immediately questioned the girl, asking if she was trying to steal her snake. Hearing the girl say that the snake was a living creature, triggered the scheming girl's possessiveness. She immediately snatched the snake back, declaring her ownership. But what she didn't know was that her every move had already fallen into the girl's trap. At that moment, another roommate quietly dialed the teacher's number. Soon, both the teacher and the school leaders arrived at the dorm. Before the girl could speak, the leader immediately asked her why she was keeping a snake in the dorm. The girl, though surprised, quickly deduced that this was the scheming girl's plot. She was about to ask her roommates to testify for her, but to her surprise, the two suddenly turned on her. It